Hi everybody, Dr. Burt here. Welcome you back to the Train of Life. Today we're going to be talking about mirrors. Now, when I'm speaking of mirrors, I'm not speaking about the mirror I have over here to my right where I examine my patients to look at their posture. I'm not talking about the mirrors that I have in my car. What we're talking about are mirrors that allow us to see ourselves, mirrors that allow us to see our personality and our soul. And these are mirrors that allow us to develop into who we truly are if we're capable of using them and looking at them. So the first mirror, the most obvious mirror, is the mirror of projection, in which I project onto others things of myself. And this is the most obvious. I see that, I see that John is messy and it drives me crazy, but if you ask my friends, I'm messy. I see that Mary is always arriving late and that bothers me, but if you ask my friends, I'm always arriving late. So that is a mirror of direct projection. It's transference. I am projecting or transferring onto another person that which truly is myself. And this is the most obvious one. The second mirror that we're going to speak about today is a little bit more subtle. And this mirror, we need to look at it when we see that there's something in another person that bothers us or just doesn't vibrate with us. And so we look at this and we say, okay, John is always arriving late. I don't arrive late. So I'm not transferring this onto him, but it really bothers me. So the second mirror is the mirror of judgment. So what we do with this mirror is we have a list of things that we judge. So when I see that John arrives late, I pass judgment on him. And that allows me to see, if I look correctly, and if I use this mirror, it allows me to see that I have an issue of judgment with people arriving late. And if I have an issue of judgment with people arriving late, it's because at some point I have been judged. I have lived this. And I've lived it to such a degree that it has made a mark on my soul, on my heart, and I have just drawn the line. If you arrive late, that's bad. And that does not allow me to live fully in the moment. It does not allow me to see people for their complexity, for the true love of them, for who they are, because I have this preconceived idea of right and wrong. So this is what we're going to want to look at this weekend. This is going to be our homework. Our homework is going to be, for the next 2, 3, 4 days, look at the people around you, look at the situations, see if there's something that bothers you, that doesn't vibrate or resonate with you, and first stop and ask, is this me? Maybe you can ask your spouse or your best friend, do I do the same thing? And they may say yes, and then the exercise is over. And they may say no, and if they say no, well then stop and say, do I pass judgment on this? And do I place judgment on this? Because when I can see these things, and that's the beauty of these mirrors, when I can see myself reflected in them, I can start to free myself from them, and that truly helps me to develop myself and to become who I truly am. Thank you. Have a great weekend.